Hey there, I'm Dennis Lewis from Ratio.dev, and today I want to talk to you about your header and footer links, especially how to set them up properly for SEO. So let's jump in, and first I want to show you a lot of us have done them in the past and why it's wrong and why you need to correct it. So here I have a reusable element. It's an old header, and you can see that I have some text elements up here in the menu. And if I click on the workflow for this text, you will see that it's something as simple as that when it's clicked, it goes to this page. Sounds cool, right? Sounds easy to understand, but there's a big problem with this. That is absolutely invisible for the search engines. When they crawl the page, they will not recognize that as an internal link, and they won't be able to use it to map out the structure of your website. And that's a big no-no. So how do we fix it? Well, what we do is we turn those into actual links. So I'm going to go to a different header here. Let's go here and let's see a couple of different ways of doing this. So here in this header, what we have here is another link here in this header, but now it is actually a link and uses a text. It goes to an external URL, but the actual destination of it is just a page in your website. And you want to set it up this way so that it uses the website home URL, and then after it, it's going to have the actual page that you want it to go to. Why do you do that? You do that so that it'll work both on version test and version live and any other version that you might be using. But you'll see that this one's not actually as simple as just putting in you could just type it in, a slash and the page name, and it would work just as well. Why did I do it this way? Well, a lot of you probably have headers that are different for mobile versions or for desktops. And that means you're probably maintaining two versions of your headers, which is kind of okay, but it's kind of a pain when you actually have to make changes. And a lot of times I see people forget to make the change in one or the other. So what I've done is I've created an option set for this menu. And let's go here let's find it. And let's see where this is. Header links, I think it's called, yes. And what it is it has a list of different options. So these are the texts that will show up in the menu. And then for this, I have set a few attributes. I have the link URL. I have the show on desktop as a yes, no, and show on mobile as a yes, no. And that way, when I do that, then I can just go in, and if I look at this here, you'll see that the link URL is just the text, the name of the page. And when I do this, when I go back to my design here, you can see that this is in a repeating group. And all I've done is I have taken all of these links and I filtered them by the ones, in this case, this is the desktop menu. So all of the ones that show desktop is yes. And you could, they'll go in the order that you put them in the option set. If you wanted to change it, you could put an order by or something in there. But anyway, that makes a repeating group. And then inside that repeating group is just the display of the element. And then all it has then is it has the link URL after the website home URL. So that makes it dynamic. And then I can just use a different repeating group in the mobile version of the header and just change the filter. But I know that always the right options will show up. And if I need to add in a new option to the menu, I just go to the option set and add in a new one, and boom, it works. So I think that should give you a pretty good idea of how to set up your headers and footers. Footers are going to be very similar. You're going to want to always use links. So be sure that you're using the link element so that when the crawlers come, they actually will be able to see that as a link, and they'll be able to crawl those links to and understand the structure of your pages and create an accurate map of what your website's all about. So thanks for listening in, and see you in the next video.